Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Health here on Sensational Saturday. Fresh squeezed watermelon juice, guys, with some seltzer to give it a little spark. Life's good, man, life's good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Chris Sale, $35 million. $30 million and all but useless. Okay. Now, this, as you're going to see, I hope you're going to see, I'm not hating on Chris Sale. I have nothing against Chris Sale. I'm sure he's a nice guy. There's a couple things out that he had a little hissy fit, which didn't put him in the greatest light when he was rehabbing. But the guy's got to be depressed. I mean, he's just got to be. Basically, I think he is a very, very talented pitcher when he's healthy. And the fact of the matter is, he was with the Chicago White Sox for many years, which was a crappy team. He got traded to the Red Sox, I believe. Let me check here. His first year with the Red Sox was 2017. Okay, he is now 34 years old. 2017 was far and away his best year as a Red Sox. Probably, you can make an argument, his best year of his career. He was an absolute unhittable shoo-in for the Cy Young Award until the end of July. Okay? August, he started to get run down. Everybody said he's worn out. You know, guys, you play once every 5 days. My God. If you're getting worn down because you play once every 5 days, you're doing something wrong. Okay? Now, anyway, the decline continued into the playoffs. He didn't have a great playoffs. The next year, again, he started relatively quick, but he started going downhill even before that, and there was no question, and that was his contract year. There was no question, this is 2018, there was no question to my eyes. There was arm issues there. There just were. But the Red Sox were sort of between a rock and a hard place, and to let him go, and if he came and straightened himself out with, the Yankees, I think the Yankees were after him, they would have gotten killed. So they were forced into giving him an enormous contract, and sure enough, I was right. There was serious, serious arm issues. He's had Tommy John at least once. I think it was Tommy John was just once, but he has had other surgeries. And since that time, they've gotten absolutely nothing from him. And he's on the injured list, 15-day injured list for a shoulder thing now. Guys, it's $30 million and useless. Now, here's the deal. It is not that I think he's a bad guy. I don't think anybody has been able to help him. That's the problem. And that's what I'm here for. Now, at $30 million investment and the billion-dollar enterprise that is the Red Sox, I'm sure that they left no stone unturned, the creme de la creme in the industry to try to get him back and ready to go. And obviously, guys, it just isn't working. It isn't working. Guys, nobody knows how to do this except me. I know exactly how to do it. A guy of his talent and his age, I could have him, what's today? I could have him throwing 100 miles an hour by the 4th of July and never hurt his arm, elbow, shoulder again. Never. By this time next year, he could be at 105. That's the talent he has. And just killing people. Just killing people, all but unhittable when he is healthy. He hasn't been healthy. Now, everything that I know about pitching is in my True Power Pitching book, 100 plus mile per hour. It works for everybody, not just Chris Sale. Guys, It just plain works. Now, at my advanced age, I was down the ball field this morning. I threw 120 balls and did 400 combinations, swings, two-handed, one-handed swings, and snatches. It took me about an hour to do the workout. Guys, and I didn't have my gun with me. From what I can tell, it was close to 90, topping out. Guys, I won't be in great shape, my top pitching shape, for another month or so. I was long tossing at about 65 yards. And consistently, when I wanted to let loose, it was mid to high 80s at least. I know that. I've been doing this long enough that I can usually tell. Now, if I can do that at my advanced age, my meager athletic ability, especially at this point, what can a stud muffin like Chris Sale be doing? Guys, the sky is the limit. Every single one of these guys is scratching the surface of their ability. And guys, that goes for anybody's listening. If you have kids, girls, softball, this works too. Guarantee, immediately, you'll get a spike in your velocity, and you will never hurt your arm again if you follow this protocol. Now, what would I do? He has been well known early in his career to be a junkaholic. Taco Bell, McDonald's, he's proud of it. On game day, he'll come in with a big load of McDonald's and think it's funny. Okay, young punk, top of the world, making lots of money, killing people, not a care in the world. Okay, fine. Now, another thing, let me say, he is not on steroids. If he is, he should get another dealer, because it ain't working. It ain't working, man. So he's not on steroids. If he was, and I thought he was, I would let you know. You know that. So what I would do now, he's also cleaned up his diet, and he says he's eating clean. He told me I've read what he did, and it's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. He thinks he's eating clean. It's very, very high protein, meat, dairy, fish. It is the highest inflammation diet that you can possibly get. Now, if there's no structural damage, it's definitely just inflammation. And there's inflammation there anyway, even if there is structural damage. Guys, first thing that I would do, I would put him on a juice cleanse. True Power Juice Cleanse, you can get that. That is in the book as well. Okay? That is in the book as well. I would put him on a juice cleanse and completely, 100%, flush out all the toxins. And he is chock full of toxins because of this diet that he's on. Now, the beauty of the juice cleanse is you will feel great. You do not, in any way, shape, or form, have to stop pitching. He could pitch through this. And immediately, again, if there's no structural damage, I would immediately get him on a steady diet of PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. And kettlebells. Diet, PNF, and kettlebells. I'm telling you, it wouldn't take long. He would feel a spike immediately. Considering the diet he's on, if he just changed his diet, he would feel a spike overnight. Before we even started with a kettlebell. After that, we got on the kettlebell. Guys, the way the kettlebell trains you, it is not necessarily an upper body. The swings and the snatches are not upper body exercises. They are literally, the arm is literally along for the ride. The arm is along for the ride. You think about that. Is that music to the ears of any pitcher? Is that music to the ears? And guys, he would never be hurt again. Now also, if you've been following this, I studied at the knee of the anti-aging guru, Gary No. Guys, he has another 10 years. Easy. Look at Tom Brady. Easy. If he got with the program. If not, he may never pitch again for any realistic. The Red Sox are going to throw him out there because of the money they're paying him. They have to. But c'est la vie. Anyway, that's what I would do. Guys, if you're interested, if you know a pitcher, you have relatives, young guys, old guys, anything, that want to throw faster without ever hurting their arm, get in touch with me. All right? All right. Love you all.